Hi friends, welcome back to yet another session to Thinking and Destiny. We are going the wisdom, we are just combining the wisdom of Patanjali Maharshi with perceivable perception and perceivable knowledge through him. We are learning. Before we go further, what Percival is going to give it to us. Let us meditate on the consciousness of Percival and let his wisdom, what he wanted to convey to all of us through every one of us. Please sit in a meditative posture, cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. Please observe your soft, tranquil breath. It was a great journey being in this book club, learning how our thinking is affecting every part of our destiny, be it a physical destiny, a psychic destiny, mental destiny, or a noetic destiny. How we are illusioned by our senses instead of we driving our senses are driving us with illusion of thinking we are the body, we are the doer, forgetting that we are the knower. This book is helping us to drift away from doer to thinker. Once you are in the stage of thinker, you'll understand and realize you are the knower. Please rub your palms and keep on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Before we go further, just recap for a few minutes, Basirisha Garu, what we learned in the last session. Over to you.
Friends, last session, Prasanna Garu has explained about the system of Patanjali, 8 steps of yoga, review of his system, ancient teaching of which traces survive, what West wants. The 8 components of yoga are yama, self-discipline, niyama, observances, asana, posture, pranayama, breath control, pratyahara, sensory withdrawal, dharana, concentration, dhyana, meditation, and samadhi, equanimity. Friends, just I would like to remind you today only yama and niyama. Already Prasanna Garu has explained in the last episode. If you want, just you can go and see the PMC USA, friends. Yama, ethical restraints. We should understand that whenever you interact with others, we should follow these 5 yamas. Ahimsa, non-violence. Satya, truthfulness. Asteya, non-stealing. Brahmacharya, moderation or celibacy. And aparigraha, non-greed or non-possessiveness. Niyamas, observances. So these are personal observances or practices that promote self-discipline and inner purification. The 5 niyamas are cleanliness, saucha, santosha, contentment, tapas, discipline or self-effort, swadhyaya, self-study or self-reflection, and Ishvara pranidhana, surrender to a higher power or devotion. Yama means a change from the old way of the prana to the new way. The old way is going out of the prana into nature. The new way is the return of the prana to the human without bringing with it impressions from the objects of nature through the 4 senses. Particles of nature matter come through the 4 senses and their systems and bodies, the breath form and the feeling and desire into the mental atmosphere. Here, they mix with matter and mental atmosphere and are affected by the diffused light of intelligence. Go back into nature with feelings and desires as thoughts. They go through breath form, the 4 senses and their system and bodies born by prana. They go out as human things. Thinking lets them out. These are carries of light of the intelligence which they take with them from the mental atmosphere or the prana that underlies the 4 active forces of nature and cause all action in nature. The particles of nature matter is what is called chitta. Chitta is understood as mind, matter or mid-stuff. Chitta is the matter in the mental atmosphere with which a mind works and which it sends back into nature, building stuff of mind. These are carries of light of the intelligence which they take with them from the mental atmosphere. The particles of nature matter is what is called chitta. Chitta is understood as mind matter or mind stuff. Chitta is the matter in the mental atmosphere with which mind works and which it sends back into nature, building stuff of mind. So let's start from section 28, I think.
Yeah, same section.
Yeah, same section will continue. Over to you, Prasanna garu.
Thank you, Sirisha garu, for a quick recap. Yeah, let us continue the same Parsival, what he is trying to tell us. So before we actually go for, he defined in this thing, right? He defined some of the definitions that we already know, like what is Brahman, Parabrahman, Prakriti, Mula Prakriti, and all those things. Before we go for those definitions, he is giving us, because with all these yama, niyama, dharana, the samyama, we also talk about samyama, right? Dharana, dhyana, samadhi. These 3 are the samyamas. So by doing that, we will be in the samyama state where we will be reaching that samadhi state. That is what he mentioned about it. So here he has given a question to us. In the last session, at the end of it, we discussed about this question. When we are all coming from that universal self, because we all come from the great universe, okay, universal self or Paramatma, whatever the name you give it. So we all came from that. We all divided and came out of that particular thing. Okay, when we came out of that thing, everything that is the whole Patanjali Yoga Sutra is talking about how you can control your mind, how you can control asampragnata samadhi, sampragnata samadhi, all the samskaras, how you can just isolate from yourself. That is the one that is talking about. Good. That is, if you are doing all that, you will go back with your universal self. So when a particular thing, when we came from that universal self, and we are trying, all these things are trying to teach us how to go back to that universal self, which is a realm of permanence or whatever the thing, right? So the moment you come out of it, if you have to go back and unite with that, what is that purpose? We have it. What is that purpose? Universal self. Because if you come out and if you go and join with all the things, birth again, rebirth, birth, rebirth, then does universal self will increase anything from this experience of yours? Is it going to get benefited from the experience of yours? Or is the nature is going to get benefit from your experience? No, right? So when nature is not going to get any benefit from your birth and rebirth, When universal self, which is already the knower, the highest thing, it is not getting benefited. So here, you are the one which you should get benefit. So why you came from that and again trying to go back to that? Well, he gave all the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, gave all that. But what is the reason to go back to that? If it is only purpose is to go back to that universal self, why at all this creation happened? Why so many times, why we are coming up? Why we have to doing all these karmas and all the things, cause and effect, why we are taking it? Do you have anybody who is there in the session? Do you have any idea, or do you have any reason behind it, or have you think about it anytime? Anyone?
Yeah, it's always our question, right? Yeah, we question always why, we are created, why all this Maya and all this. But Veda says, it's that Leela of the Brahman. He's bored.
Leela of the Brahman, right? So no, just to play, right? The Brahman is not without purpose. He'll not play for it. Do you think that without purpose we won't lift our little finger from here to that there?
Yeah, we are not satisfied
so
with
then
that
why Brahman will be playing around us?
Yeah. Universal self is wanted to know what is the potential of that. That's what from universal self we are come on the earth. Through us it's taking information.
No, through us it is taking the information. Means do you think that universal self do not know? Is it not? It's a supreme knower.
Universal self is there, so energy is there. Mm-hmm. So energy, it's a utilization we should know, right? So how to utilize,
when we are utilizing the energy,
through this package only, it's getting.
No, universal self is there. It has got all energy. Just try to think logically. Universal self is a knower portion. Definitely it is a knower material, right? It is not the thinker or a doer material. Agree?
Yes, knower material.
Okay. When a knower material, that universal self is know everything. It's omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, and all the things. So it knows everything. Okay. When we are coming from, we are all agree that we came from that universal self.
No, everything means it's a oneness only. It wanted to know about the duality.
About the?
Duality.
So, about it's not that.
We just wanted to understand what it is exactly.
No. Again, do you think that it doesn't know the duality? If that is the case, do you think universal self doesn't know the duality, how it feels?
Yeah, that's what it's from higher self, it's gone down itself. It turns into the lower self and taking experiences through the solid body.
Yeah, Prasanna. So far, whatever I heard about all the answers about why we are here, I'm not satisfied, and I'm hoping Parsival will tell us differently. I'm hoping.
Okay.
This is very good question.
Pushpa, I want to hear from you too. Anything? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that is how I am thinking. This is a very good question. But
okay.
Yeah, I am thinking about
because we are whatever the knowledge that we learn from these things and all, right? That is what it is. Do you think it makes so much sense when universal self know everything? Okay, Pushpa got your answer. When universal self know everything, why he has created these many things, why we are coming here? Because I have been hearing this question in many classes, and many masters has given different answers. Okay, based on that we have improved our knowledge. Okay, that's true. That's why Patris herself, it clarifies, thinking and destiny clarifies many things in a clear. That's what he mentioned, right? So as per the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, at the end of Samadhi, that we are actually asking for liberation. That is what it is, right? At the end, we are asking for liberation, moksha. So the samadhi state is a thing when you are actually taking out all your senses, all your inside wishes also. If you are actually taking, you are getting liberated from your senses, from your thing. Then your soul will be liberated and going to the moksha. That is what he is saying. But here, what he is saying is having that thing, I want to get liberated, is also a wish, isn't it? Is also a wish. Whenever you are coming from it, suppose he is saying that if you want to have a sex with someone, that's an evil wish. If you want to know liberated, that is a good wish. Both are wishes, remember. Both are wishes. That's what he is saying. It could be a devil wish or evil wish. It could be the godly wish or a good wish. But when you will become, both are having the wishes only. So you should be liberated from both these wishes in order to become the knower. Not only this, you should also get out of that, I want to get liberated. So that is why he's saying, first think about the self-knowledge. Here he mentioned about the self-knowledge. You should subordinate yourself to know the desire of self-knowledge. That is the highest desire. To know the self-knowledge. Self-knowledge, who am I? Why I came here? What is my purpose? Why I was created? All this is the self-knowledge. So if you think in these terms, then you will find your answers, then you will not think of the liberation, because when you came to this earth planet, you have a purpose. You need to fulfill that purpose. The problem here is, for our human life, everybody, every one of us, each one of us came with a purpose. We forget with the illusion, Maya, or whatever it is. And then we are taken away. We are taken away by the people surrounded by us. Parents will say something, society will teach something, friends will say something. And because somebody is having a lot of money, people are giving only respect to them. Then we started, okay, that is only the highest thing. Then you started earning. After earning also, you are not finding the peace. And then it is not that everybody is trying to do that. If some people might be satisfying with that hype of getting respect or getting the things, but some people are not even getting that, okay, this is not. So whatever that you are earning, whatever that you are possessing the things, you are feeling that you may be feeling happy in that, and you are trying to do it. At one point, you are not happy. That is why you are actually switching to the another. If you feel that you are supreme happy, whatever that what you possess, then you will not move to the another thing. You are not happy. That is why you are moving it. Okay. When you will become happy, when you actually know your purpose, when you actually know why you came to this purpose, because your soul is aligned with, your mind is aligned with your soul purpose. In that case, you will not look for what others think about you, what other people are earning, what other people are possessing. You will be satisfied with what you have, no matter what. No matter what.
As a spiritual being, we are experiencing human experiences here. That's why spiritual being has descended to the earth.
No, that is different. Human experience.
Experiences.
Yes. No, spiritual, we all came, the human experiences is a one level that to understand that you are a spiritual being. Okay, that sentence holds good to understand, to make you understand you are not a human being. To learn a spiritual knowledge, you are a spiritual being, came here to experience a human. That is the sentence. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. When you know
that is at one level.
That potential only we will get to know the purpose of life and how to live. Everything we'll get to know.
That's where I'm coming. So that you will get it. We all have that basic understanding. I'm taking you to the beyond. I'm taking this. Percival is taking us to beyond that level. You understand that you are a spiritual being, came here to have a human experience. Because you are getting a human experience, will that universal self will get benefited? No, definitely no. Because it knows everything, but it created you, right? Because the universal self has created this entire universe. When it created the entire universe, when it created 84 lakhs of different kinds of creatures, why specially the human being he has created? We were given a special features, Definitely. Because we are the only person where our spine is an erect, where you can spine erect and walk. All others are spine is flat to the earth only. Only the human being and only spine is erect, and you are walking, and you are the one person who can take the cosmic energy, who can think of that particular God. You can think of that you are the spiritual being. You are given that thinking power. You are given a chance to become the one with the universal self. All these are unique qualities of the human being. Do you agree? There's no doubt, right, in this. So apart from that, you all have all these things. But when you come from it, not becoming the one, when you are actually coming from that universal self, everybody was given a purpose. So here again, they will ask, like, how do I know the purpose? How do I know the purpose? Is the simple answer is, when your mind is aligned with your soul plan, you will not look for any other thing. You will not look for any other thing. You will just satisfy there. You will just satisfy there, and you'll continue to do that purpose. So one person is coming, because everybody purpose, what he is saying is serving others. He is serving others. In what way, which way, each life will take a different path. Each person is taking a different path in serving others. The how, in what way you are serving others will give you happiness or will give you eternal bliss. That is the way that you need to serve others. Because you didn't come here just to serve for yourself or just to survive your family. That is not your purpose. Maybe that could be the purpose when you are taking the early stages of the life, right? If you can serve your family well, then that could be. But when, as you are progressing, your soul is getting progressed, you just need to serve the society. You just need to serve the people. In what way? It is not that everybody has to do in the same way. Suppose you came here to teach the school kids, then you are a teacher. Just do that job in a perfect way, because that is where you will not look into any other thing. You feel very happy, very satisfied. You will not look for the, okay, I'm getting a less salary here. What do I do? You will not look for it, because your soul has satisfied with that job. Okay, because I'm telling, I'm a program manager. I'm in a good position, all the things. As a professional life, I'm having all my things, and I can buy whatever the car I want. I can wear whatever I wanted to do it. But I'm not satisfied there, because it is not the goal. It is not my purpose. I'm doing that because everybody, I did that. I did that because everyone is going for a, higher professional career, all that thing. Let me also go try. I tried in India, I tried here. I also tried because I'm thinking that this could be the progress in life. But anywhere, I'm not satisfied there. When you are not satisfied there, you'll try to look for the other things, right? You'll try to look for where you can satisfy, other things will come to you. Okay, because I like teaching, I thought, okay, I can teach my mother tongue, so that because in a foreign country, the people has to know. I went there. There I find some satisfaction. But later when it comes to that, the spiritual knowledge, when it comes to me, and when because see, when I wanted to align, when the time comes that my purpose has to align with my mind, the gurus will come into the mind. That's why this is a question I asked for Patri sir, if anybody remember my thing. When you know that I have done so much thing in the previous Janma, and I can continue from there. That's what he mentioned to me in one of the thing. Then when I can continue, I was in Anantapur for 4 years. Right there. He came many times there to teach. And I am not the person that I'm going away, because being alone, I always used to go wherever somebody is coming. I always used to go and listen to the discourse and whatever it is. I am that kind of person from the beginning. So why didn't you come to me, or why didn't this meditation come to me at that age itself? Why it has to come to me now? Do you remember any one of you? When I asked, what did he told me is like, you have so many other things that you need to do in the physical life. You need to complete those physical life, then only the meditation will come to you, because your purpose is you have to do certain things in the life. Only once you complete it, then only this come to your life. So only when I realized all the things, only when I completed all my karmic bondage, only when I go through certain experiences as the thing, then only this path will be come come to us. If you think back, because every one of us, you'll think why that happened, why this happened in our life. But if you think as just the line of the sequence of the things, every sequence of every event or every sequence of you will try to bring you to align you to the purpose. That's how it came. Why the pandemic came? Maybe pandemic came because of that. We are all aligned to a particular our purpose, and we came to this path. That could be the reason, or that is the reason. Now we cannot say that could be the reason. That is the reason why we are all met. Otherwise, who is Rajnigar? Who is Suryakala? Even though we are here, who is Rishgar? Do we think that we are all meeting in the same place? We don't. No way we will meet. Because our sole purpose has aligned. We have some purpose. Together we need to do some, achieve some things. That is the reason why we all came here. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So when we all, so if you think of the purpose, so each one of us has some purpose. That purpose when you do it, remember, so the purpose is not that something will come and do that. When you are doing it, just ask the question. As I told you, that just ask the question, keep on asking that supreme self, universal self, what is my purpose? Align me to my universal, my purpose only. That is only thing. When actually in this whole so many millions or billions of people, nobody is asking what is my purpose, I want to align. When few people are asking, they are ready. Universe is ready to give you. The universe is ready to help you. So definitely it will show you the path. Through your friends, through somebody, they will come and show. Because when you are aligned, if not, you will get in the meditation itself. If you are able to listen to that, you will get into that itself. So definitely you will be, as mother, when you are asking something to your mother, definitely one day she may not give, 2 days she may not give, she will give definitely, right? So universal self is such a kind mother, then why it will not give it to us? Definitely it will give it to us, our purpose. So we need to align to that purpose. We need to fulfill that purpose when the way that we come here. When you fulfill that purpose, when you are aligning yourself with the universal self, liberation automatically comes. You need not worry about it. Liberation is not your purpose. Liberation will come automatically when you fulfill your purpose, because God has created them. You came out of that universal self as a separate self to achieve something, to do something, to serve something for the others. When you align yourself to that universal purpose or to that universal soul, once your work is done, you are going back. Why are you actually worrying about? Only thing is, what you need to do, you should not get scattered with all these things, with all the other things, right? So with all these things, you should not go beyond all other worldly things. That for that, we may, all this knowledge will be helpful. But if you align your purpose, automatically liberation is going to come. You need not worry. That is what he is saying. Do not worry about just going for the liberation, feeling and desire, whatever that feeling and desire, right? Yoga will always says that thinking principle, you just need to think, you need to train your mind. Like that, yogi as a human, right? He has fewer limitations than the majority of other people. But that yogi, what he is suppose he has to control all this. Instead of controlling, just align yourself with the purpose that you have born with. Then once your work is done, you will get liberated. That is the easiest way, or that is the way that if you are not fulfilling your purpose, because when I'm coming from that particular thing, these are the karmas that I want to fill. This is my universal purpose, because there we are the Atma, right? We will not think all these things. I want to get an Audi car. I want to get a Tesla car. We won't think all these things. These are nothing for us. Okay, so we are not going to think all these things. I need to get a big house. All those things we never think. Or I should become a doctor and earn like millions of dollars. These things will not be there. There, you may want to become a doctor, but with the purpose that you want to serve the needy. That will be your goal. But after coming here, because your fellow people or all others are doing good and they are earning, so you are actually coming back and you are aligning with the wishes of the other people that along with you what is happening. So that you should stop it. That if you stop it, if you understand what is exactly your purpose, then you will be aligning to that higher purpose. Then that is the one that you came for. You finished it. You're done. You can go back to your home. Am I clear?
Yes, perfectly Percival mentioned. So whenever we fulfill our purpose, naturally we get liberation. Yes, it's got clear.
That is what he has given. Instead of trying to calm your mind, trying to do that, he is saying that align yourself with the purpose. When you get it,
Actually,
you will
when
get.
you become yogi, only then you'll get to know, you will get aligned to the higher universal mind. That is the thing, chittarutti nirodha. So calming mind, when you are in that state.
No, Chittavuddhi Nirodha, when you become a wine, what he is saying is, but at the end, what it is missing the Patanjali Yoga Sutra is, in anywhere he did not mention. He mentioned how to calm your mind, how to do that, but he never mentioned that you need to align yourself with your universal purpose. The universal purpose will be only to serve others, serve them outside the thing.
Yes.
Okay, so that was missing. That's what he is saying. If you do that, this dharana, dhyana, and samadhi will automatically see. If your purpose, I know my purpose is to spread the whatever this higher knowledge to others. That is what I'm thinking, because I'm feeling happy when I'm doing it. I don't mind what dress I'm wearing. I don't mind what I have it, what car I'm driving. All those things are becoming mere just worldly matter. I really don't care. When I'm not caring about it and when I'm feeling so happy here, as I told you, today, whatever I'm coming, I really didn't get any time to prepare today because my office has some issues and all the things. And tomorrow morning, early morning, I have to fly. I have to take care of the other things. So much is there on the top of me. At one point, I wanted to stop, cancel the class, but still, because whatever the intuition coming to me, just go and sit in the class. Whatever it comes, it comes. Okay, so when it is there, when that much confidence it is coming, how it comes actually, when it is coming, then when I'm fulfilling my thing, right? Here, if you say that today's class, it came very good and we understand very well what is the purpose of having life, then definitely it is not the body, or it is not me as a Prasanna or me as a thing is coming and talking to you. That thing is also removed from me, that if there is any ego, that I'm able to understand the book and I'm able to come and explain. If there is any ego that I have it, that was also removed with today's class, if you understand very well, because through me something is happening here, that's all. Okay, I actually only few sentences here and there, I just read it and I'm contemplating in my mind, because mind can work anywhere, right? So that's how I'm just referring. This is the question he posed on us. Instead of actually trying to do, okay, how I can control, because every class we will see, oh, I'm getting so much of negative thoughts, how do I control? Oh, I'm going into the outer world so much, how do I control? Instead of going and trying to control them, trying to suppress them, what he is saying is, in the Parsival, try to align yourself to that particular purpose. Ask, what is my purpose? Ask that universal self. Every time you sit in the meditation, ask, what is my purpose? Align me to that universal power, that the purpose that I came to this earth planet. So once, whenever you're, so how do you know? You will be, yeah, immediately you'll ask, how do I know? Because I'm not getting anything in the meditation. I'm not, but what he is saying is, you will, through your friends, through your somebody or the other, you will get an opportunities to work. What is your purpose? Whatever the purpose. So there are so many opportunities are coming and I'm working on n number of things. How do I know this is my purpose? Again, the question comes, right? The thing, whatever the thing that you are doing, if you feel so much satisfied that nothing else is important to you, only that is important, I wanted to do it. That kind of thing, that aha moment when you are getting it, right? That is your purpose. Is it clear now? To know, how do you know to know the purpose of your life?
Yeah, very nice, Prasanna. Yeah, for now, for me, it's like knowing the knowledge is like a lot of aha moments when I, when I react to any new knowledge, for now, but yeah, it will come, but it's very clear. Thank you.
So mostly we are actually using that body mind, whatever that we are doing, all the things, right? Controlling all the things, we are using the body mind. What he is saying is, use your feeling mind, feeling this thing also, because you need to do that feeling and desire mind also. You need to calm that feeling and desire mind, right? So to calm, what you need to do, you have to align that feeling and desire mind and to the body mind with the righteousness and reasoning. Then all these things will get calmed down. So when some feeling comes, when some desire comes, align that with your righteousness and reasoning, where it will come in thinking.
Thinker state.
Thinker state, it will come. So whenever some feeling and desire comes to the doer, align yourself to the thinker and ask for whether it's the righteousness and reasoning. If it says yes, go ahead and do it. If it says no, stop it. That is as simple as you don't need anybody else thing, right? You know you can do that to yourself. When you are doing that, because when you are doing that means everything you are in the, when you are doing that, everything you are in the awareness. Remember, every minute you should be in the awareness, then only you can do that. Without awareness, can you do that? We cannot do that, right? So we have to be in the awareness.
Yes.
So feeling is liberated here. When the feeling should be liberated from the body, from it. So when the feeling is liberated from the body, then you are separating. That is just the feeling. I just did it. That's just that you are liberated from the feeling and desirement. Patanjali Yoga Sutra is also saying that you need to come out of that feeling. But only thing is he didn't say that, because he may not say that explicitly, that you have to go to the thinker position, then you will understand whether it is a right or not. Only thing is our scriptures have given how to do, but where to go, but how to go, he said.
Yeah, we had to liberate from body, mind, and it's a feeling, it's a psychic mind. Then only we can go right.
Exactly.
So liberation, it's a limited mind, limited
Yes.
self. We should liberate from that. That term is called liberation. It's used there, not thinker side.
Yeah. If the doer side, what he's saying is, if the doer side, if you are actually reaches the yoga stage where you are actually liberating all the things, in the yoga, you are in the doer position and you got liberated, you control your senses on all the things, right? So then you are saying that you can go to moksha. You cannot go to moksha, because as long as you are in a doer state, and as long as you are looking for moksha, you are in the doer state, because your doer, as a doer, you may be liberated or you may be purified your atmosphere, but in the psychic atmosphere, you are not purified. Psychic atmosphere will get purified when you are in the thinker state. Right? So you have to go to, you cannot completely cut off the nature when you are in the doer state. You need to go to a bit of thinker state, and then only you can free yourself. That soul, you can free yourself, because a knower and thinker are always free souls. They are always free from the nature, and they are into the triune self. So you need to free from yourself, because when you are in the doer state, when you free from all these things, then what is the only wish that you have it? When you are in the doer state, when you purified your mind, you still have only one wish. What is that wish? Can you tell me?
Wish for knowledge or the liberation?
Wish for liberation. Yes. Wish for liberation. So when you are
because
actually...
you are still suffering. That's why the liberation. You want the liberation because you are suffering. But once you come to the thinker and the knower, you don't suffer that much anymore.
You don't suffer, because there you are still, I liberated from my senses, I liberated from that, that still I'm not getting that such, still you feel that I want Satchitananda, you want it.
That is, it's again, it's one term we have, Anandamaya Kosha, where it comes actually when you liberate from Chitta and Ahankar, then only you will get that permanent residence of Anandamaya Kosha. It's a spiritual body.
Yeah,
so,
that's what, when you are in the doer state, if you do it, you are still there, getting it. Yeah. I liberated, because you are still having that I liberated, I came out of that senses, I came out of this, I still want to have that Satchidananda, being conscious, being bliss, I want to have that. That desire is still there with you.
Yes.
Okay. If that desire is not there, if your desire is to know who I am, to know what is the self-knowledge. If your desire is to know what is your self-knowledge, once you know that self-knowledge, you are liberated. That's the difference. See, don't crave for Sachidananda, don't crave for liberation, crave for self-knowledge. That's what he say. So your self-knowledge is different, because when all other desires will be dominated, and you will pure, because your psychic condition will also get purified. Here you are not asking for anything. You are asking for why I being existed. What is the self? Who am I? That's where you are actually being there. Okay. So it is then you are a perfect doer. So you are going to the AIA. You are rising your AIA and you are trying to reach. So that is when you are actually having the self-knowledge. After having remained in that state for a period not measured by the human time, you must leave it when you are in the AIA state. It was partially because it's AIA, the doer was able to advance. Then you are able to advance. The doer goes into the nirvana temporarily if he repudiates what he owes to the AA. So he'll go to the nirvana temporarily. So in that AIA, what he's saying, the AA, the inert and the without dimension, goes with the doer and will ultimately, together with suppressed desires and unbalanced thoughts, be the means of bringing the doer back to the earth and other earth lives. So if you go with the suppressed thoughts, suppressed desires, unbalanced thoughts, if you go there to that nirvana state, as a doer, if you do all the things, then you will be bring back to the earth, because you still have some of these suppressed thoughts. So that is not the condition. So when you go there, you should not have even the psychic nature also get psychic atmosphere also to be purified. Not just as a doer, but the psychic atmosphere will, when it will get purified, when you go to the thinker state only, it will get purified. That is what the whole purpose that he is saying it. Okay. In India, it is practiced many centuries. India, we are all practiced. All yogis are saying that you do this, you will get liberation. You do this, you will get moksha. That is what he is saying. But what ultimately the Bhagavad Gita said, what Bhagavad Gita said, self-knowledge is the most important. Bhagavad Gita said that is the one which is actually taken, because that was not insisted on India. That's what he's saying. All yogis are insisting about doing this and go to the moksha, but self-knowledge is the one which is the highest thing, largest thing. And the turn into practice, when you turn into the practice, liberation, obtain the practice of obtaining the liberation rather than the larger field of service. So this is what, instead of asking for the larger field of service, they were asking for the liberation. That is not the right. Get the liberation from the nature without seeing the real distinctions between the nature and the triune self, the purpose of the universe and the relation of the duty of the doer to the nature. So you are serving others means you are doing your duty to the nature. That's what he's saying. Without you doing your duty to the nature, you will not get liberated. Whatever the yoga you do, whatever tapa you do, you will not get liberated. Even in that doer stage, even if you do that, you are some of the wishes, because that the purpose is not fulfilled, right? So because of that, you will have that psychic atmosphere. It is not clear. You will come back again to the life. That's clearly he mentioned, and Percival mentioned. The priests and yogis have gradually shut themselves off from the inner meaning of this self-knowledge. So this self-knowledge came, that's what he's saying. This self-knowledge came from the Eastern philosophy only, that too from Indian philosophy only. It came in the past. But because of all these things, it got shut up. He defined those terms, right? He defined whatever those terms the Indian philosophy is saying. He has defined in terms of the triune self, in terms of this thinker and doer. We will see some of the terms, because we don't have much time to cover everything. I thought I can cover this, but I saw this today later in the portion, right? The Om importance and how it is comes, how that it was beautifully explained somewhere in the later part of this chapter. So I cannot come. The Om and that creation itself will take one session. That is why I'll just define some of the words that Percival said. Then we'll go the rest of the chapter we'll complete in the next thing. So here Brahma, B-R-A-H-M, Brahma. What is that? Brahma means this is a complete triune self. okay, which has become an intelligence. The triune self which has become an intelligence is a Brahma. It has a no contact with the four worlds. All these four worlds, it has a no contact, and there's no contact with the nature. It alone has a complete light of the sphere. That is a Brahma. Then Brahma, neuter. What is the Brahma? It is the same intelligence. The same intelligence, whatever that the Brahma we are talking about, which is raised to AIA to be triune self. It has a raised the AIA, and to become a triune self, it raised. The passive and active sides are equal here. Both passive and active sides are here in the triune self. Brahma, the neuter, is the sphere signifies intelligence whose triune self later in the worlds maintains. So when it is equal, what is that body? What is that body it will have? We talked about this in the beginning chapters. So that body is a sexless body, perfect body, because it balanced all the feelings and desires, and it's a sexless body, sexless, perfect physical body in the realm of permanence or eternal. That is a Brahma, the neuter. Then Brahma, active Brahma. The same intelligence, it's not Brahma, HM, he has started here, HMA, he told. The same intelligence, but circumflex accent over the A on the top of it, he just put the circumflex. Over A in Brahma signifies that it has become active. It has become active. This means the doer of the triune self has separated its perfect sexless physical body and has procreated the new universal itself. So it has created the new universal itself. It separated from it and started creating the new universal. Therefore, the doer has excelled itself from the thinker. From here, the doer has excelled itself from the thinker and knower, and no longer conscious of the realm of permanence. Here, he is not actually conscious of the realm of permanence or eternal. It is a conscious only if this man or a woman of the world of the time. He is conscious about, oh, I am a man, I am a woman. Here it must continue periodically through life and death, and re-exist in a man body or in a woman body until it regenerates and restores the physical body its original state of perfection, that is, balances its feeling and desire permanent union and unites with its thinker and knower. So when I'm coming back, so I have to balance all my thoughts, I have to balance my thinker and the knower position, and I have to go to that perfect sexless body. Then only I can realize that I belong to realm of permanence. I'm not belong to this female body or a male body, that kind of thing. That is the thing. Brahman. Next one is Brahman. M-A, then N also added here, Brahman. It is the same intelligence to which the triune self has restored all the light that is loaned from the triune self, and now it is called Brahman. The Brahman is freed from all connections with the nature. So nature it got free, and now it is a free intelligence. It is a free intelligence. Then Parabrahman. What is a Parabrahman? Same intelligence which became supreme intelligence. From the intelligence, it became a supreme intelligence that is called Parabrahman. Parabrahma. Then Parabrahman, the supreme intelligence, which includes or in the representative of all the freed intelligence. All the freed intelligence, the together is a Parabrahman. That is, what are those things? Purusha, unqualified. That means the knower of the triune self in the noetic atmosphere. If the knower in the noetic atmosphere is a Purusha, the thinker in the mental atmosphere and the doer in the psychic atmosphere. So Purusha is three different. If you are in the psychic atmosphere, you are in the doer state. If you are in the thinker in the mental atmosphere, and knower in the triune self. That is the Purusha definition here. Next one is Mola Prakriti. What is Mola Prakriti? General nature. It is the highest state of the element earth of the spheres, from which the four elements of the world are drawn. From the four elements were drawn from this to be the matter of the four worlds of individual. That is Mola Prakriti. From Mola Prakriti, the Prakriti was drawn, which is one, the matter which the human body is composed. Prakriti is the human body is composed, right? Outside nature making up the four elements. That is Prakriti. Then Purusha Prakriti. Unqualified. What is that? The doer living in the immortal fourfold physical body in the realm of permanence. Purusha Prakriti is the doer living in the immortal physical sexless perfect body in the realm of permanence. That is Purusha Prakriti, unqualified. Ishvara. What is Ishvara? Ishvara is active aspect of supreme intelligence. Supreme intelligence, whatever that active side, right? That is the Ishvara. The light, that I am faculties of an intelligence. The I-ness and selfness of the knower of the triune self is Ishvara. All these are called Ishvara. This has a certain light, breath, power aspect of intelligence that is manifesting the triune self, that is manifesting to a triune self as a being is Ishvara. We call Ishvara the person, right? So Ishvara means all these qualities. Then Om, A-O-M. Here he is saying A-O-M instead of you. The name Ishvara. Om is the name of Ishvara. To the proper thinking, sounding, which Ishvara responds. Ishvara responds through Om. That's what. When it is used as a name of the triune self, A is the doer, O is the thinker, M is the A is the doer, O is the thinker, M is the knower. So, but here he is saying O is A is the doer, O is A and O together. Thinker is doer and thinker. M is doer, thinker, and knower together. That is IOM. That's why IAOM. That's the one. Then what is Sat? Because Satchitananda we say, right? What is Sat? Sat, unqualified Sat. Truth as a self-perpetuating light of Parabrahman, Brahman, Brahma, mutated Brahma, all the things. Truth, that is Parabrahma, Brahma, all what you call, that is the truth. Actual truth is Sat. Truth as the light of intelligence in the atmosphere of the triune self. In the atmosphere of triune, that is the conscious light within. That is the Sat. Sattva. Sattva guna, we call it as Sattva. In nature, the matter of light world, which is made up of the light of intelligence in the noetic atmosphere of the triune self. In human, the matter of the light world in the psychic nature. He is clearly mentioned Sattva. When you are in the Sattva, you will be able to connect yourself with the knower in the noetic atmosphere when you are in there. That's what the Sattva here indicates. Rajas. Next one is, in nature, the matter of the life world made active by the mental atmosphere of the human beings and acting desires which thinking and thoughts enter into these atmospheres. In the human, matter of the life world is his psychic atmosphere. So Rajas, the psychic atmosphere, all the desires and all the things, if you want, connecting, that's the Rajas. Tamas is a laziness kind. In nature, the matter of the form world, which is without light, it's a dummy. Your light is become dull, heavy. In the human matter of the form world in the psychic atmosphere, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas are three gunas that we all have, which is having the qualities of the attributes of the nature. Okay. Next comes to Atma. Now you can define, because after all these things, what is Atma? It's a light of intelligence, a conscious light within a human being. It's a light of intelligence, a conscious light within a human being, by use of which he thinks and creates the thought. Because the light of intelligence is you thinks and creating the thoughts. Atman. Atma is that, Atman, the triune self as a knower in the light of intelligence, the portion of the light which the triune self as a thinker allows the human being to use. That is Atman. Then what is Jivatma? Every living being in the physical nature which was given its being by Atma, some light was given, then which human thinks it's into the nature, then that is called Jivatma. Then what is Mahat? Next definition is Mahat. The nature matter which had been in and is sent out again from the mental atmosphere of the doer are all the doers. Its nature but made intelligent by the light of intelligence used by the body mind, which is sometimes assisted by the feeling mind and desire mind when these are used by the doer in the body. Mahat, the nature matter this is, and sent out by the mental atmosphere of the doer, then it will come, the light of intelligence, they'll try to use with the Mahat, they will try to use, the body mind will be try to use with that, and you'll be able to have the feeling mind and desire mind. Manas, the body mind sometimes aided by the use of the feeling mind and desire mind. Body mind sometimes aided by the use of feeling mind and desire mind is called Manas. Ahankara. The next one is Ahankara, egoism or egotism as the doer's distinctive feeling of the presence of I-ness of the knower. That is ahankara. Egoism or egotism as the doer distinctive feeling of I-ness of the knower. That is ahankara. Next one is antakarana. Next one is, see, he defined all the things. Antakarana, the thinking which the doer does. One, by the use of your body, mind, connecting the feeling with the physical body with the nature, connecting the feeling with the physical body to the nature. By using the feeling mind and the desire mind, identify itself as a feeling or a desire, and so to feel itself as a distinct from the nature. Identify itself as a doer, identify itself from the doer feeling or a desire and away from the nature. That is the antakarana suddhi. That's why we call it as, right? Then chitta. Chitta is the matter of the real world or the life planes, which has been impressed by the diffused light of intelligence in the mental atmosphere of the human. That is a chitta. That's a chitta vritti nirodha in this Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It may still be there in the mental atmosphere, but it may come in the forms of the nature. Chitta, in the chitta, chitta. What is chitta? The light of intelligence in the mental atmosphere of the human, that's a consciousness. That is chitta, used in the sense of being consciousness. Then chitti, what is chitti? The actions in the mental atmosphere are the matter impressed with the light and intelligence. That is chitti. What is chitta kasa? Chitta kasa. This is the first time I heard this. All these words I heard before. I don't know. You might have heard, but I didn't hear chitta kasa. That is the nature matter in which the mental atmosphere is there. The disturbance it makes there, the disturbance that it is making there, chitta kasa, the disturbance it makes the nature when it's sent back there. So that is some kind of thoughts, right? So it is making disturbance. Vritti, what is vritti? Waves are whirls of the nature matter in the mental atmosphere. They attract attention or they cause activity at the body mind, which produces the actions of the objects in the physical nature. Okay, they attract attention or cause of the activity of the body mind, which produces the actions and objects in the physical nature. That is, it is getting attracted. Vrittis. Next, samskaras. This you can define. Can anybody define? I want you. If I hear, then I'll be so happy. What is samskaras? I told many times.
Samskaras is your tendencies that you born with, right? Based on your previous life, whatever vasanas you have.
Yes, exactly.
You carry on to the next life.
Yeah, that's the habits of thinking, impressions.
Whatever impressions you
made on the breath form.
Made on the breath form.
Impressions that you made on the breath form before death of the previous thing, which are passed through AIA to the new breath form as in habits or instincts or inhibitions, whatever it is, right? So it is coming from the previous, that is a samskaras. Jagrata, the waking state, outermost state in which the doer is conscious and appearance of the objects in the thing. Swapna, dreaming or inner state in which the doer is conscious of appearance of the objects as a form. In swapna, as a form, you are actually so whatever the in that form world, you will be able to see the swapna. Sushupta, the state of dreamlessness in which the doer is not in contact of your four senses. You are not in contact of your four senses, and you are not conscious of any objects or forms or any, only as a subject you will be conscious. That is ne sushupta. The highest one is turiya, the last turiya state. The state of the doer of the human having the self-knowledge. So you are in that self-knowledge state, turiya, where all the states are included and vanish in the light. All other states are vanished in the light. That is a turiya state. Next one is ananda, joy or a bliss, a certain state feeling which produced when the feeling uses the feeling mind independently of the body mind. Independently of the body mind, if you are using that feeling mind, that is where you are getting that ananda. Okay. Maya is the screen as a nature, ever changing objects on it, made by feeling and desire when thinking the body mind according to the senses. You can see this movie screen, right? Movie screen is Maya. When we are going to the theater and we know that is a physical screen, just the projector is projecting something, but still we feel so much emotion, so much we will be into that movie. right? Similarly, that is a Maya. That's a Maya. We know that everybody knows that that is a movie. That's not happening. That's the director directed it, and according to that, actors acted it. But still, we are getting attached to that emotions, right? Isn't it? That is a Maya. So similarly here, the nature is playing, and we came here to play, enact the role. While we are enacting that role in that play, we are just getting attached, entangled with those things. If we think that as a play and we are just playing that, then we will not get entangled. That's what we have to remember. Karma, the action, the result of the action that you are doing, the result of the action of the light of intelligence and the desire, the exteriorization of your thought is karma. Okay, these are all the terms that the Sanskrit words that we come across mostly in the things, but he has given us a definitions in terms of the triune self, in terms of that knower, doer, thinker stage. Okay, here I'll stop because the next one is beautifully is giving the experiences of like why we have to chant Om, why we have to say that I am Brahma. So if you are doing, when it will actually, you will get realized. How you will get realized? If you just say that I am Parabrahma, I am the part of it, do we get realized? No, right? So he has given like a very good explanation in that, even though I cannot complete in this session. So I'll just reserve that for the next session. We'll conclude there with this sutra in the next session. Now I'll stop, and any questions, I'm ready.